We're live now. Are we live?
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Two Dudes Drinking Beer. My name is Josh.
My name is Alec.
I want to use this mouse for this laptop because that's what I'm used to, but, you know, with new things comes adaptability. I like to say we've entered season 3 of...
This is season 3.
This show. Every sort of change in
aesthetic
is like a new kind of stepping stone that we embark on. So welcome back. My name is Josh.
My name is Alec, and we're doing this shit again.
This show is sponsored in part by Jacked Jaw. If you want to manifest with the jaw of attraction, get yourself a Jacked Jaw on Amazon. Go to our website, twodudesdrinking.beer, and click the picture of the Jacked Jaw to be taken immediately to the store page.
That's all you got to do. I am currently taking the Jacked Jaw 1 month long challenge where I follow the instructions and see how it affects my jawline. This is day 4. And, still got a little bit of work to go. But
I just have extra skin.
Well, that's the thing. It's going to tighten up the skin at the end of it.
Ideally.
Today we're drinking some Kilt Lifter. This is a beer Josh and I have tried before, but we haven't done it on the podcast. And
here.
We got it. We got it in Arizona for the first time. Four Peaks is the brewing company, and I believe it said Tempe.
Tempe, Arizona, yes.
Tempe, Arizona. Malty, toasty, love. Don't know what the love tastes like in there, but
semen.
We're gonna try and to describe it for you. The bottle's really cool. Sounds really cool.
It's pretty beery.
Beery.
Nothing special.
A little bitter.
It's a Scottish style amber ale.
It's got a really kind of hoppy.
Has a bready aftertaste.
Super bready.
It's a good beer. It's a pretty average beer. If you like a Samuel Adams or whatnot.
Yeah, it's like a.
It's like a heavy taste.
It's like a brighter Samuel Adams.
Yeah, not bad, not good. I mean, it's just like it's a beer.
Yeah, Four Peaks. But shouting out to Tempe and the brewing companies out there, venturing into the crazy world of Bevmo out here in California.
You know, you gotta.
You made it. Congratulations.
You gotta play to those strengths.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of shout-outs, I want to do a real quick shout-out.
Okay.
Granted, he might ever not see it, but I want to give a shout-out to Pay Money Wubby.
Shout out to Pay Money Wubby.
Was in his stream last Wednesday, and he pulled up our channel on live in front of 13,000 people, and that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, and now we have those followers on the left side.
12 of them. They can't see them, but...
Okay. We don't really have them watching right now, but that's okay. We forgive you guys.
We don't know that. We got 12
12
followers. Thank you, Wubby. And he's probably like one of the only content creators I'd ever want to work with.
How would that go about? Like, just reach out to him, be like, "Can I draw on your face?"
Send him an email.
Steal his shit.
Like, hey, you want to be on the show?
You think he'd say yes? I think he'd be like, "Fuck no, dude."
No, I don't think he would say yes at all.
He wouldn't even respond. Let's be real.
I'm sure he'd respond, but probably say no.
Fair enough. We look so much more official. I'm like, looking in the cameras. It's like we're sitting down. You got a laptop.
Yeah, except my laptop is fucking bugging. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
We're just updated, so
yeah, like last
should
week.
be better. Yeah, just a black screen. Yeah. Enjoy your new user interface. We call it mouse. Just move your mouse anywhere on the black screen that you'd like. It's super fun and entertaining. Featuring blue circle.
Bring up the security menu.
What if it's just like, you got hacked, lol.
There are some processes working. There's processes running. Just not my fucking desktop.
Nothing's going on.
I'd probably have to run the command prompt and run Windows File Explorer. Another time.
Worry about that
the start of the
later.
Show is scuffed. But the other day, like, I want to say Friday morning, I was browsing Instagram as soon as I woke up as per usual, and I came across this video on this, like, deep sea ocean page I follow.
Mm-hmm.
and they were saying like they're going through like the depths of the ocean, and the maximum depth that sunlight can reach is 1,000 meters. And so I was thinking like
that's so weird how it breaks at exactly 1,000.
Yeah, and I was thinking like if you were to go down in the deep sea and you were to look up, it'd be like the
daytime,
nighttime equivalent of like looking up at the night sky and seeing just little holes of light.
Whoa! But you probably couldn't see stars. You probably just
Not
see
stars, but you'd see like little
rays of light,
little bits of light.
Yeah,
and it'd be like the equivalent of like going to
that's what fish see,
to the middle of nowhere and looking up in the night sky with no light pollution.
Yeah.
Blue whales can only go 500 meters.
Really?
Yeah.
I love blue whales.
I know you do. That's why I brought it up.
Did you see my new background on my phone?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking gay.
It is fucking gay.
I like the other one better.
It's super fucking gay, but all my backgrounds until recently was like just motivational kind of things, like
you can do it.
Yeah, basically.
It's not racist. I'm Mexican.
And I finally just made enough progress in, I guess, my music and stuff. So I was like, you know what? I don't need to be encouraged anymore. I almost did it.
No, you do that shit for yourself.
So I wanted to change it to a blue whale. So I did, and it looks fucking gay, but it's the only thing that has like the right resolution for like a background. Yeah, I mean that's cool.
My background's the 7th Hokage. So.
Yeah. During the era of Boruto.
No,
nah.
That's still Shippuden.
The very end, yeah.
It's just before. He had his kid and he's hanging out.
He busts that nut.
Yeah, the deep ocean's pretty intense.
What's your favorite like fish? I guess then, because I couldn't imagine.
Just
what
like
was the
in general or like
James Cameron's the only director to like go down to like
in the world
ever. Yeah, the only one, the last one standing.
He makes all the movies.
He's the only one to go down to the Marianas Trench.
Why did he do that?
He's the only director in history to he's gone lower in history in the ocean than any director ever.
For what movie?
Titanic.
It's not in the Marianas.
I know, but like he did the sub thing for the Titanic movie, and then eventually decided to go down
just for shits and giggles.
Just for shits and giggles. Like he does it like on the weekend, I guess.
That's stupid.
Better than fucking being a cyclist on PCH. Fuck that.
I guess if you were to have one hobby.
You imagine fucking hitting James Cameron on PCH? This motherfucker at least chose the one thing no one else can follow him to. Oh, I have fuck you money? I'm gonna go down to the bottom of the ocean.
I like the concept of the movie The Meg about the megalodons and how they were saying like at Marianas Trench, like at the bottom of it, like how we know is like the deepest point in the ocean.
Which is crazy because they're like 90% of the ocean isn't figured out,
yeah.
But we know
that's the deepest.
That's the deepest.
But like in the Meg in the movie, they're saying that what if it's not, like it's like gases and there's a layer beneath it, and that's where all the fucking monsters are. That's
what I'm saying. It's holding the fucking gods like underneath like the ocean. Only the pressure and weight of the ocean can hold down the gods of the sea.
That's where the
and then Aquaman
comes out of.
That's where he comes out of?
Yeah, comes out of the
there's like a sub level of Atlantis.
That'd be cool.
It
like
would be
fucking
actually.
Going to the Gungan village, like Gungan city, and walking through the.
Why would it have to be Gungan?
No, because like
why the fuck of all the underworld places you could have said Atlantis.
So I really
you could have hung out with Milo.
Hear me out. No, fucking Milo. Hear me out. Episode 1, they go to the Gungan city, they get on the platform, they just walk through the barrier. That's the coolest fucking thing ever. Just walk right through it.
So is Jar Jar the only one with Down syndrome then? Because
no,
they're able to like swim and create a. Here's the thing.
He could swim too.
You guys are fucking fish, basically, right?
Well, not you guys. They are.
They are. Oh, you fucking Gungan.
I'm not a Gungan.
Said the Gungan suspiciously.
That's what they want you to think.
If you can like create a barrier to breathe air, like why not just be fish?
Well, they basically are fish.
Yeah, so why with the
That's why they live in the
air?
fucking middle of the ocean.
Yeah, I'm saying why do they have that force field around their city?
To invite the white people to negotiate.
Oh. Okay.
To encourage trade, to have other people.
You will give us free trade agreements.
My lips aren't that fat, and my cheeks aren't.
You
that
didn't
fat.
commit to it. You gotta fucking. Yeah. That's terrible. Oh, my head hurts.
Yeah.
That was not worth
You
it.
can't do it either. Look at yourself in live.
I know that lag keeps fucking me
You
up.
look like an idiot.
I do. I mean, I always look like an idiot. What's
Besides the
new?
point. Yeah. The ocean's pretty cool. Would you ever like go down there, like the deep?
No, I'm fucking terrified. I remember.
Because it's all just darkness. And
Dark.
Just the lights come from your submarine vessel.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Is like for me, it's like I thought about like being in a submarine. Like I was like, if I ever join the Navy, like the first thing to do when you train for the Navy is they fucking drown you.
Yeah.
They make you drown, and they're like, your partner's gonna bring you back to life. Don't worry about it. And you just be like, cool.
In the Navy.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. Is like they get the buddy system all figured out. They're like, if you bring a friend with you, he's gonna stop you from drowning.
As they should.
Yeah, I know, but like, I would not do that shit. I'd be the one who
You wouldn't save them?
no, fuck that guy. I'm scared of water. But drowning is like one of my biggest fears. Right? That's
One of the top 10
one
ways to die.
one of the worst ways to die for sure.
Top 10.
Drowning has got to be one of the worst ways to die.
Tied for number 1 on my list.
Yeah. So I couldn't imagine like being in a submarine and then hearing just like creaking or like, you know, not being able to see out the window.
Some fucking dumbass fish just swims into the side of it and you just hear a thud.
Yeah, like I'd be like, that's the Meg. We're dead. Like I'd be like, all hope is lost. Goodbye.
Well, the cool thing about like those submarines is they don't really have windows.
That's the worst part.
But I would think the worst part is if you're in like not like a commercial one down there for scientific research.
A commercial sub? Oh, I guess for scientific
that has
research.
the big ass fucking
Those are usually remote controlled now.
window. They still have people on them.
Yeah, fucking
It's like a 3-man crew.
the Titanic director,
And then
James Cameron.
You can see all the fishes, and the light beams.
Just go snorkeling.
Yeah, but
Go to an aquarium.
deep sea fish.
SeaWorld is awesome.
SeaWorld is pretty fucking dope, but deep sea fishes are better
Why?
because they're cooler.
They got a little glowy thing.
Yeah, just that one.
Just the one fish.
Yeah, and Finding Nemo.
You think they could change their color?
Finding Nemo is 18 years old. First Toy Story is 26.
You could fuck Nemo.
You could do that at any time if you wanted.
26?
He's a fish. He can't consent.
Well, could you imagine being sued by a clownfish activist group for like fucking fish? This is like
So Disney.
this is how it always starts, right? It's always like Disney movie, blah blah blah. What if you fucked it? What if you had sex with that thing?
It's like that internet show back in the day, like Will It Blend with Blend Tech Blenders, and it's like,
Yeah.
can you fuck it? 9 out of 10. Great.
9 out of 10. Would do it again.
Already wet, tight,
Mhm.
perfect. Nemo.
Supply your own lube. Police are coming.
The fucking police just flash their sirens like the whoop whoop. Outside. It's perfect.
Did you finish already?
That is my role on this show, is to drink.
Oh my god, man. These are good beer though.
I'm nervous. I shouted out my favorite content creator.
And he's never gonna give a shit about you.
Not unless I give him more money.
I don't think you can give him enough money to be like, you're a good dude. What'd you give him the money for? Was it like a
Just giving subs.
okay. I told people it was a charitable cause, so I definitely fucking lied to them.
Yeah, I'm paying for a fat retard to make money.
I'm paying your rent, basically.
Pretty much. I'm helping that.
How did his 24-hour live stream go? Do you think we could do a 24-hour podcast?
We'd have to prepare for that to have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, like games and shit.
Yeah.
Eric was saying he wants to see more segments like beer roulette and stuff.
Okay, I mean, I wouldn't call it a segment, but it's fun shit.
Well, he's like the Woody Show has like redneck news, and you have the computer now, so you probably do it. But like they do like Craigslist ads. We could just go on and like read Craigslist ads for like a few minutes or something.
I get that. I like that.
So something like that would be
We'll figure it
fun. But
We're expanding right now.
yeah,
So
we're always figuring it out. We're open to try new things, but
I am going to do a callback, though. Remember the FCF, fan control football?
Yeah.
I watched some of that on Saturday, and it's the worst fucking thing I've ever seen.
I'll bet.
So
You have any clips?
I don't have any clips, but I took notes about it. So the announcers, they never shut the fuck up about anything.
I told you we could do the announcing on that.
We could do it probably way better. They're
We're like talking about something that's not even related.
They're barely talking about the game. Granted, it is like, it's fan control football. It's not professional. It's not even amateur. It's just basically 14 dudes on the field throwing a ball.
So gay when you
It's
say it
all
like
people who didn't get drafted or just came out of college. They're all.
That's how low the economy is. You can fight your whole life to be a fucking professional football player and have some fucking 300-pound 12-year-old tell you what route to run.
Yeah.
And get creamed by fucking Lamar Jackson.
And speaking of the voting plays, so it pops up on your screen, run or pass. Majority gets it. Most of them were passes.
Oh.
Yeah, but what was happening is because it's only 7-on-7, one dude would just run, beat his defender, and catch a pass, and it's a touchdown. All the plays, all the drives were 1 to 2 passes before a touchdown. It's
so dumb.
It's so fucking stupid. It's basically not even football.
Is it because it's so boring to watch? Like, what was the score at the end of it?
I only stayed in the stream for like maybe 10 minutes.
Really, you didn't
of the
follow
game. It was fucking so boring. Nothing was happening. The announcers were just spouting nonsense. One dude gave them all nicknames, and so like he would say the
and
nickname,
a secret handshake and butt slap after the game.
And if you're just coming into it and you don't know who the players are, and this guy is just saying all their nicknames, it's like, who the fuck is that? Makes no sense. There's no way to track them. And so they brought in over the phone one of the team's like major owners, and he wouldn't shut the fuck up either. He was like, I'm in Miami right now. It's hot as shit. I had to buy a t-shirt because I didn't come here with no luggage. And it was just the stupidest thing ever. It's just some dude on his phone on FaceTime.
Look at this dude
hanging out
in Miami
over the phone of an FCF game, being obnoxious and not contributing anything.
That sucks. That sounds like it's super annoying. Sounds like they have a lot of figuring out to do.
They do. It's only their second week. This is going to be their third week. So they their cameras
Are there teams? Is it like a championship or is it just a fucking
there's 4
fuck
teams.
all? There's 4 teams?
4 teams.
That was a short fucking season.
In this league. And so their camera views, they have the helmet cam, which is terrible.
Yeah, you said, I remember that you're like, that's going to be pretty cool. And I was
It's
like,
a cool idea. They have one on the ref too, but it's a
why?
waste. The
So
player
you could see the pass interference?
The player one is in like 360p.
Okay.
It's like this really small little one, right?
It's like GoPro version 1.
Yeah, it's basically like, you know those like when people like, if you want to put like a hidden camera, it's like attached to like this tiny ass fucking wire.
It's security cameras in any fucking liquor store everywhere.
Yeah, it looks like that, and it's like it's on the fucking
CCTV
on their helmet, and it's like it's the quarterback, and he's trying to pass it, and he's running, and he's looking right at the ground, so you don't even fucking see anything happen. And then their main camera is a drone.
Fuck that already, bro. That sounds like such a fucking mess.
It'll stay like the Madden view right above like the quarterback and whatnot, and then as soon as they pass it, it'll follow the ball. But then, like, it'll go too far, and then they'll cut back, and the camera's still facing forward, and the drone operator, they don't rotate very fast. At least this one doesn't. So it'll try to track to follow it, and it's just looking at the ground, and they're already running. The play's ended, and it's still fucking trying to figure out where the ball is.
Touchdown! Oh, look, I'm looking at the 20-yard line. That's super chill.
It's just a wreck right now.
How do you not have a second camera angle to go to? No offense to us.
It's either the drone cam, the helmet cam, or the ref cam.
That's what I'm saying. That's such bullshit. Like, why not have a standard... Do you think Fox News fucking has the patent for, like, side views of a fucking football game? I doubt it.
No, I mean, they're in
Because then Madden should own the behind the quarterback one.
They're in a real stadium.
Which stadium?
Let me find out for you.
They're, like, renting that shit out.
But it's an indoor one.
Somebody... The only way that happened, bro, some rich asshole went to UCLA, didn't get drafted to the Denver Broncos because it's his dad's favorite team.
It's in Georgia. It's in the Infinity Energy Arena in Duluth.
Duluth,
Georgia.
Wait,
Like Duluth Trading
the
Company.
underwear place? There's a place.
Yeah, they have a stadium.
Yeah, I live in Fruit of the Loom, Colorado.
It's approximately 22 miles northeast of Atlanta.
And there's two nuts and a tree trunk
It's
approximately 4 feet south of Alec Barden.
It's a performing arts center, event hall, and exhibition hall.
Cool.
So that's where they play.
That makes the best sense, right? Because it's like you can't even say you're a football player. Like, I'm an exhibitionist. And they're like, what does that mean? You're picking up on some girl at the bar. You're like, I play football for fun.
I do this art installation down in Georgia for, I don't know how fucking long they go.
Yeah, it should be
Fucking 12 weeks out of the year.
It shouldn't even be considered a sport. It's just like an attempt at like artistry. It's like
People just throwing money around.
yeah,
I don't even know if the players get paid
That's-
or not.
yeah, probably not. They're like, do it for clout, bro.
Do it so you can get drafted.
Yeah, stay in shape, stay in practice.
Stay in school.
Yeah, no shit. Those guys have college degrees. If they didn't get drafted, they should be good. They should all be good. They should all be.
They should be fine.
Holy shit, there's meatheads out there that can get a better job than me.
Yeah, it's because you don't have a college degree and they do.
That's fair. Well, I guess they don't have a podcast.
They could.
Yeah.
Anyone can do this.
I know.
It's not that hard.
That's why we did it. It's funny. We were talking about just last night. I'm looking like straight. I'm not even looking at you anymore. My eye contact was fucked before.
Are
That's
you looking at Snoop Dogg?
I'm looking at the White Claw can the entire time. I'm just like, you, me, I'm the captain now.
Well, I mean, like, sitting on the couch it's more
A
like
little more casual.
it's straight. It hurt my neck. I don't know about you, but now I can kind of like just swivel and rotate. So I don't know.
I was trying to do the cup song as our knees touch. I was like, this is gay. What can I do that's gayer? Knees touching, cup
Sorry.
song.
I like to sit with either one or both of my legs tucked underneath me on at least a chair. So
On at least a chair?
yeah,
What else do you
Like,
sit on?
if I'm on a couch, I won't have my feet.
I hope you
underneath
do
me.
that just so people feel more comfortable around you in the living room. That's why you should do it. You know, sit like a normal human being.
This is normal to me. Like I can't.
Wait, are you really? Oh. If you had both up, I'd spin you around until you throw up.
No, my right one is right there. It's loose. I can also swing my feet and no one can see. We could be naked from the bottom half down and no one would know. Are we? Who knows? You don't.
Well, they're gonna find out when we have to turn off the stream.
I could do it from here.
Damn it. That'd be pretty awesome. But we were talking about just a few days ago, yesterday. The disparity in wage gaps and all that.
Ugh, I can't even get a loan.
No.
I make $55,000 a year. I can't even get a loan to buy a house.
Damn. Get a cheaper house. But apartments out here in California, you can get a 1-bedroom for like 18 to about 2,500.
Heckin' expensive.
Really expensive. And
For like 900
You-
square feet
yeah, and you can make $50,000 a year,
and still not get it.
and they still won't approve you for it because they want an apartment complex out here anyway. Wants you to make 4 times the amount of rent. So if you pay $2,000, which is what I was looking at, they want you to pay $2,000 a month for rent, and they want you to make 4 times that. And we did the math, and it's like $98,000 a year you'd have to make just to live out here by yourself.
Yep. That's stupid.
You have to make $98,000 a year.
I'm sure they also do it on a case-by-case basis.
Mm-hmm.
Like taking your credit into account. And like, okay, well, is this person... Do they have, like, how much debt do they have? What's their debt-to-income ratio?
For me, it was just all over the phone. I was calling. I was like, hey, I'm looking for like a 1-bedroom or a studio.
When you actually go there and...
When you go there, they're like...
Sign papers.
Well, when they're like, just when you come here, make sure... Because they had plenty of spaces open, apparently. So they're like, you got it. Just, like, bring proof of income. Make sure it's at least 4 times the amount of rent. And I was like, fucking 4 times the amount? And they're like, yeah, we just want to make sure you're able to pay. And I was like, I make more than that, but like not 4 times more than that.
I'm sure if you were to bring like any sort of documentation of your debt to income ratio, that it would be fine.
What's that?
So you know how much money you make, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any debt?
Nope.
So your debt to income ratio is 0. That's really good.
Sweet.
So you have no debt for all of your income. Like before I paid off my credit card, my debt to income ratio, you can break it down by total, by month, by time period, by whatever. But it was like total $5,000 debt.
Total?
Total. Yes. $5,000 of debt to $28,000 a year. So a fifth of my income was,
That makes sense.
yeah, going to bills.
That's what I'm saying.
So if you break down your debt to income
If I did the
ratio-
math, which I did, it would be half of my yearly income would go to rent. A little more than half. And I'm like, that's doable, right? Like, I could live off less money
yeah, it's pretty
for
good.
food. Like, I'm fine.
Better than most.
Yeah, for sure. But it's one of those things, like, they won't allow it. And then you go to, like, fucking Arizona, and they're like, here's a 2-bedroom for $700. My sister just moved to a 2-bedroom
House.
apartment.
You can get a
$750 is her rent, bro.
Yeah. And that's why I really
Everything out there is cheap.
That's why I really like California's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks.
It's beautiful.
It's too expensive. They say you pay for
California.
You pay for the weather.
California's like a girlfriend. It's like it's
not worth it. It
It's
drains your money.
yeah, it's pretty, but it's really expensive.
Yeah.
And you know,
Get you one of
it
those.
doesn't really make you come anymore either.
You got to get one of those bitches who just is wrapped up in a blanket all day and watches anime with you on the couch.
Yeah, always just messy hair bun.
Yeah.
Steals your hot Cheetos.
Low effort, low maintenance.
0 maintenance.
The best.
California is a high maintenance broad.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Designer only.
Yeah. But you were telling me there's like a thing with the inflation amount, and I wanted you to explain it to me in stupid people terms.
If my laptop
If
was
I could turn
working
back
and I had,
time.
like an accurate.
Well, open it up and let it load. Let it figure its shit out.
That's what we were doing before we started, sir.
Well, that's what you were doing. Then you closed it. You should still let it.
See you later.
Your laptop needs a hug, bro.
I haven't used
Your
it.
laptop needs Norton, bro. Your laptop has Corona.
See?
That was the
Password?
fastest password I've ever seen you type in.
I was gonna say it right now. It's just like it's that. Oh shit!
I fixed it
You did nothing.
with the power of love.
power of God and anime on my side.
Empty your recycle bin. It looks so full.
There's like 3 things in here. I have nothing.
Well, the
on this
icon looks
laptop.
full.
It looks like that when you put one thing in.
I know. If I was a computer programmer,
Stop judging my laptop, man.
no,
Get
it's right there. I can't.
Get your. See,
It's-
there's 3 things in there.
It's way better than looking at the White Claw can. I have that thing too. I remember I was at a bar with Yesenia one day, and we were sitting down, and I'm just watching like a football game on a TV screen, and it's like a game from like 1950 probably. And she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just watching the game." And she's just like, "Why?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It's on TV."
There's nothing else to look at in my line of sight.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's on TV. And she's like, you just, everywhere we go, you just look at TVs and screens. Like, you just can't look away from them.
You autist.
And I was like, holy shit, you're right. Like, I really can't, like, help it almost. Like, there's a part of me that's just like, if it's on TV, if it's on a screen, I have to look. I can't help myself. So, that's just kind of who I am and where I'm at mentally.
I never gave her the B now.
Yeah, we need to. That's the thing. Since we're going live now, we need to
Well, it's because
reacclimate.
I said I was
to the
gonna,
start of the
I was
show.
gonna do it here,
Oh, that's true.
and my laptop.
We'll give you a B
wasn't
now.
working.
Show your B now. Show me your B now.
Adobe Flash Player update.
What the fuck? I thought Adobe was like canceled.
Just web based.
Web based.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
So I'll tell you after this.
Okay.
Today is 2DDB FFOTG, the fun fact of the day. The
30 minutes into the show, brought to you by.
Hey, yeah, exactly 30 minutes. The roar of a tiger can be heard almost 2 miles away.
Horde.
Sorry, I've had more to drink than you.
You lightweight. A beer and a half.
The roar of a tiger can be heard.
I'm sorry, Ossifer. I had more to drink than you. That's always gonna be a good way to start the conversation with the police.
There is enough gold to go back to the gold standard.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to
Oh, you talk about the
Mediaism.com.
debt and income ratio?
No, I was trying to find the figure I gave you earlier about the
$45 an hour.
$42 minimum wage.
That's what I wanted to, have expanded, because I feel like the economy is like it's got like this built-in classist effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rich get rich, poor stay poor.
Well, also, to be fair, I have no fucking idea how this works. I'm not an economist.
Neither am I. We're just two dudes drinking beer, but at the end of the day, like, that's why we're here. We're here to talk about things and just see
Things and such.
Things and stuff, yeah. Because this is what we like to do.
So you also wanted me to talk about inflation?
Yeah, well, just like explaining it, because like I thought the way you explained it was contrary to what I've heard, what I've also read, and all that. So
look at that chart showing hourly wages versus productivity, all the way the same up until like probably 1973, as it says right there, and then they didn't raise the wages at all, but productivity like tripled.
But okay, and I'm not trying to discredit people, but is that productivity increased because people are working harder, or because someone invented like a dolly and was able to move refrigerators faster? Refrigerators or refrigerators.
Even
you
then,
can't refrigerate something until you can't refrigerate something until you refrigerate something.
Yes. Very good. You learned how English works.
I did. I just had like one of those aha moments. Inflation.
So, I mean, really, it doesn't matter because productivity is measured in just how many units are made or per hour. So it doesn't matter.
That's true, because
it doesn't matter.
The amount of profit they'd make would still increase with their productivity.
Well, it's not measured in profit. It's measured in units.
Sure, but if you have more products to sell, if you're making products faster, it's probably because you have a higher demand and you're making that difference.
Not necessarily, but
all right.
That's just how productivity is measured.
Got it.
Units made. So, from the words of a non-economist, inflation.
And the front page of Google.
Well, it's not. It's from Investopedia. Inflation is the decline of purchasing power or a given currency over time. A quantitative estimate of this rate at which the decline in purchasing power occurs can be reflected in the increase of an average price level of a basket of selected goods and services in an economy over some period of time.
So
your dollar is worth less.
So that's like just a long form supply and demand statement.
Yo, what's up? What that Flex Tape Fox?
Oh, what up, Flex Tape? Bring up the chat on this computer too, so we can see it, because I wasn't even seeing it.
That.
Yeah. We need to have. Is there like notification sounds for chat? Oh, that'd be like at some point, right? It'd be
chat.
crazy.
Not for chat.
But
it's also over there.
I can't see that far.
Get glasses. I don't know what to tell you, man. You can also pull it up on your phone. Oh yeah, your phone's fucking dead. You got an iPhone 2.
Yeah. We're rocking the iPhone 3. I'll bring my computer next time and view the chat so I can chill with you guys a little more and engage. But we're talking about inflation, and so basically what you're saying is supply and demand, you can't, but okay,
you have less purchasing power,
right? Like, it means the market is like saying
your dollar is worth less.
Yeah, the apartment is, but how can your dollar be worth less if the apartment goes up, the apartment price goes up? What's the correlation? They just don't want poor people living in here? Like, no brokes allowed?
Think of it as like the stock market, right? When you put money in your Robinhood account, that's your purchasing power. That's your buying power. If you had $5 in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have $5 of buying power.
That's so I love you just like it.
It doesn't matter. Stonks.
You have $1?
you have $5 in your Robinhood account. That's $5 of buying power. That's how much you can purchase.
Yeah.
Now, what the fuck can you buy with that? You can buy things
Nothing.
that are $5 or less. And let's say you're looking at something, right? It's $5 today.
Mm-hmm.
You check it tomorrow at 6 a.m. when the stock market opens here.
Mm-hmm.
It's 5.02. You can't buy that anymore. Your dollar is effectively worth less because the price of something else went up.
Now, give me the same analogy if I invested that $5 and the value of it went up. That's the opposite of inflation, conflation, deflation, pop tire, fucking, what is it?
See, like I said, I'm not an
Yeah, this is where the analogies break down, right? Because the reality is, it's just...
Well, if you did invest it, then it's not your dollar going up, it's your equity going up.
I'm just saying, why is an apartment $2,000 out here?
Because people are fucking greedy.
And the income is... What's the average income for a Californian? I think it actually says like 45,000, but...
That's still not a lot.
I'm not saying it's a lot, I'm just saying... Like I said, that's what I could make, but can't afford an apartment out here.
$31,960 USD last year, as an individual household with
31,000.
31.9, so 32,000 for an individual household is 75K in California from last year.
Damn.
Well, 2019 reported.
So how? So most couples couldn't even afford that apartment I was looking at.
Nope. On paper. That's why they look at other things like your debt to income ratio, which is actually super important if you have it. Which is
and if I have no debt, that's like super.
You're a golden child, assuming you have
good.
really good credit. Because
I do have good credit.
Perfect. Because a lot of people, you don't. The only way to get credit is
but
by
that's
having
the thing.
debt.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's it. The only way to get credit is to
it's telling it. The only way to get credit is by having debt.
That's it. Yeah.
And
that's the best way to have credit is to incur some form of debt, whether it be a car loan or something. Just have something you pay. Credit card.
And I do have those things, but it's also one of those situations where it's like I don't want to increase my amount of debt by going and getting a new car, because it's like in my head it's like if I get this apartment, it's like that's dope, but it's also like more money's going to there. What's he saying?
Nothing. I'm gonna say something again that I've been repeating.
Oh,
that's why your debt to income ratio is very important. So if 50% of your income is going towards your debt, and they can see that because you have it there and be like, "Hi,
that's a safe bet."
That is a terrible bet. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, I don't know.
If 50% of all the money you make, thank you.
What's he saying?
He said it's a cool idea.
Thanks, man.
Nice job. Thank you, Flex Tape Fox.
Flex Tape.
So if 50%. If 50% of your total income is going to a credit card bill or some other bill,
my point being,
that is terrible.
I agreed. If I apply for the apartment with that pre-existing, if I apply for an apartment with no income to debt ratio,
that's a good thing.
That's a good thing is what I'm saying.
Yes.
So if I have 0 income to debt ratio and I want to get this apartment and they're like, "Oh, well, now with this apartment, it'll be 50% of your income." Do they see that as a safe bet? Because to me, it's like, oh, you have no other obligations?
They know.
Sure.
They'll know how much you make.
Can I get another one?
Yes. They'll probably ask for less than 4 times rent because they know you're good for your money if you have no debt.
And that's what my point being was, like, you think if I showed them all those factors and all that shit, I'd be like, hey, check this out. Like, I might not make 4 times the rent that you guys are saying you need, but I do make enough, and I can prove that the majority of my money won't be going anywhere else. It's not going to be squandered on like a credit card bill or a car bill. Those things are all cleared. Those things are all paid for. All my money's coming to you guys. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
That they say bring your pay stubs or whatever, proof of insurance.
Yeah.
But it's also super beneficial to bring other resources as well.
Yeah.
That's where it's like, especially if you can calculate your debt to income ratio.
And most simply,
that will help you out so much.
And most simply, right, it's like, well, that's the thing is like, do I have to calculate that? It's like taxes. It's like, how much do you owe? Oh, we know exactly how much you owe. You need to figure it out. What's my debt to income ratio?
I don't understand why people have so much issue with paying taxes because
I don't either.
It should already be done for you. Mm-hmm. It's taken out of your paycheck.
You know what's funny to me? My niece is like 13 and she sees like the YouTube videos of the people saying like, fuck school. You can't teach me how to pay my taxes. She's listening to songs like that and shit.
Nice.
And she's like, yeah, school's useless. It doesn't teach me how to pay taxes. And I'm like, it's really not like hard.
College doesn't even do that.
Yeah, but it's like, first of all, the way around that, pay someone $100 to file your taxes for you.
Yeah.
That's what I've done every year.
You should never file your taxes.
You should never file your own taxes by yourself. That's why school doesn't
get in trouble.
That's why school doesn't teach you that, is because you don't go to McDonald's and go cook your own Big Mac. You let them handle it.
Even then, I paid $29 to do it online by myself. But even then, they say, "What is this box? Okay, do you have any dependents? No. Do you have any credits? No, probably not."
And that's the thing too, is like we also don't have like liquidable accounts or like houses.
I got no assets.
Or marriages.
I have a car. That's it.
Yeah, there's nothing on there for us. Like we have no out-of-state accounts. A lot of it's like, do you have anything with? Anything with? Hang on.
Did you make any big purchases outside of the state of California? You need to pay income tax.
Shit like that. Like that's when you need
income sales tax,
like a CPA. But if you just like work at like Target, or you work at like
H&R Block will help you out.
H&R Block will do it for $100, and it is one of those things. I'm not advertising for H&R Block, but they have saved me a bundle.
Services like H&R Block, TurboTax.
Yeah, let them do it for you. You don't.
That's what they exist.
You don't need to know your own taxes, especially because like if you work, when I worked at McDonald's and did my own taxes, it's like you do one thing. It's like, I make this much. Do you have a European car? No. Do you have any car? Yes. Is it paid off? Yes. It's simple shit like that. Like,
how much is it worth?
You don't need to get taught how to do taxes, because the taxes are like spelled out for you. It's like, listen up, idiot. How much did you make? Yeah. How much did you spend? Yeah. All right. Calculating.
Mr. Flex Tape would like to know, if we can go back in time and invest one stock, what would it be?
Oh fuck! It'd be
or like Amazon or Tesla.
Yeah, could it be any stock?
Any stock back in time.
From our birth, right?
Yeah, I would assume. Even then, that's still fucking 25 years ago on average.
Burn.
You're 26 on 24. That's literally the average.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd for sure say like Apple, or
Apple's only like $300. Amazon's like.
But at the start of it, it was the new wave, so it made everyone like millionaires overnight.
Apple's down right now. It's $126.
Yeah, there's a fucking bug outside that makes people sick and cough and sneeze, and no one's out buying Apple products.
You can buy them online.
Also, how crazy is it that, like, I'll say when you do the search bar, it has a big ass Apple logo in there. Actually, yeah. No, fuck it. Yeah, if I could change I'd say Tesla, just because it's like
Amazon's $3,100.
Really? Holy shit.
Yeah.
What about Tesla? Go to Tesla.
That's
holy shit.
TSLA.
Oh, Amazon. I changed my answer entirely.
You fucking piggybacker.
Fuck my life.
You bandwagoner.
I don't know. I don't know the number. That's the thing, is like.
What was it 5 years ago? $60.
Ain't dick.
$60.
Ain't dick.
From fucking 2016 to 2020. January 3rd, 2020 was $88.
That's such a trip.
In a year, it's gone up fucking 600.
A zillion %.
Let's look at Amazon over the course of 5 years.
That's crazy. Steady
Even
incline.
Then, been like
still going up.
$500 in 2016.
Yeah.
So yeah, Amazon definitely.
You're right.
Which is insane.
I would change my answer to Amazon, and I'm only doing that because
because I said it, and I'm smart.
No, it would give me the biggest return.
That's greedy.
Why else would people invest in stocks?
Shit, you right. You got a point.
Yeah, no shit. No one's gonna invest in stocks that are gonna lose because they like Adobe products. You know, it's like,
what is Adobe's stock price?
It's like $50.
$467.
Fuck
what
me.
was it 5 years ago? 94. Yeah, Adobe's done well.
It is actually. I bet you it's all because of like YouTube. Everyone's trying to get their own meme game.
Creative Cloud helped them out a lot.
You think so?
Yeah.
I hate that.
Pay $20 to have all Adobe products.
Reason my DAW software, they just started doing the subscription service option. I hate it. They're like, it'll give you all the products and like all the updates, which is like okay, but in 2 years, it's like a $41 subscription. It's like $37. It's like really expensive. in 2 years you've already paid double what the whole cost would be.
It's better for people who use it a lot and put it on different devices because you can give it to other people too. And so,
would it work with like a company? Like, let's say you have like
you could do like business licenses too.
Like if you had like
I just have I have a student license.
But if you had like
good for like
a production house and you had like a team of graphic designers, could they all be on the same Adobe Cloud
I don't
client?
know how business licenses work, man. I'm saying I'm good for three devices.
Because if you could pay a subscription fee, go ahead. Sorry,
I'm good for 3 devices. Like I don't know anything else besides that.
Got it. Because I couldn't imagine that shit like being in a company. It's like you pay $30 and it's like 100 people in your fucking production house company, and they're just like all in the same account.
That's too many people using creative software, my guy.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is like, of course they have to cap it at 3 or something, which is crazy, right? Because it's like it's just software, right? There's no real. What's up? You good?
Wall beer.
Oh, you don't want the kilt? The tilt on the what? The fuck is going on? The kilt. Did I have a stroke?
I mean, do you want another one?
No, I saw you like pause like an animal like you ever see a cat?
It's because I drink a lot on this show and you drink slower.
Oh, you want to save one of those for the
wall beer.
Got it. All right.
So
why didn't you just say so?
I said the wall beer.
I know.
The Wahlberg. So I am tapping into
some reserves.
As long as it. Oh shit.
Is Flex Tape Fox still with us?
I don't know. Ask him.
Shout out to Flex Tape Fox if you're still hanging out with us, man. We are 2 dudes drinking beer. We're 2 dudes who drink beer.
I think this one was supposed to be a wall.
And we kind of just talk about whatever and hang out.
Yeah, this was supposed to be a wall beer.
Oh, really?
Good
You
job.
fucked
I
yourself.
didn't take it out of the fridge. Oh well.
Damn.
Rest
That
in
sucks.
peace. Pretty sure I could buy these in singles.
So if you have any comments or anything you'd like us to discuss and kind of talk, I like to think of myself as like a little bit of a philosopher. So if you want to give us something,
I'm not an economist.
Yeah, we're the guys who you come to saying, hey, talk about this thing that you guys are totally underqualified for, and we try to not make complete asses of ourselves, but we try to
But that's the whole point of having a talk show, right?
to talk, yeah, to have a discussion. And it looked like he said something. Did he say something?
If you could travel anywhere in the world after being locked up, where would you go? Locked up as in jail or just this quarantine? After jail, I'd want to go to a nice ass restaurant. Just after quarantine, I just want to get out of the state.
My friends who went to jail said they just want to go to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends, because I've got friends in jail, they're like, do you remember that dude outside the Starbucks that one time? Was it the big black dude?
The black guy with all the piercings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? I forgot his name, but
Stan.
let's call him Stan. Stan was like, he did some time in jail, and he's like, you motherfuckers don't know how easy you have it. I can't even hit a drive-through on days when I'm hungry. And I'm like, holy shit, like, that really hit me, because I was like, damn, like, you're right. Like, the freedom of just that is, like, kind of huge. Like,
yeah.
If you ever ask yourself, what do you want to eat tonight? And you're like, I don't know. It's, like, usually option paralysis.
Privilege.
Yeah. So someone who's just like, yo, I could wake up at 10 o'clock at night now and go get Taco Bell, that's a blessing. I'm like, holy shit, like, that's a big deal. And then my friends who do that, they always say, like, drive-through. I don't know why, but, like, they just like the idea of, like, getting their food on command. But, I mean, if you have some money and I was locked up, I'd probably go to, like, Greece.
Yeah, I just want to fly somewhere.
I think Greece is beautiful. I'd probably do, like, a vacation there. Or, like, one of those, like...
economy collapsed, too.
Yeah. Or, like, one of those island retreats or whatever from, what's that movie we just saw?
It's about the marriage crisis.
Yeah. With Vince Vaughn. Anyway, doesn't matter, but I'd love to go somewhere like an island or I think
Couples Retreat.
Couples Retreat. In the movie Couples Retreat, they hit like Bora Bora. They go to Bora Bora. There it is. They go to Bora Bora. So I'd go there or Greece. Anywhere just beautiful and just, super hard to get to. If I had the money saved up. If not, I'd probably go to Taco Bell because that's what all my friends in jail say. They just miss Taco Bell and being able to go through drive-thrus.
This is the 10-year Greek government bond interest percentage. So in 2008,
Fucking crashed.
it was a response of the 2007-2008 financial crisis where it spiked super high. This is the interest percent. So you buy government, you buy 30%. That's insane. Regardless, I'm not an economist.
Yeah, and you know what's so crazy too is like it's so expensive to go there, and then you have everyone in America being like, "Those are poor countries."
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well then why is it so goddamn expensive to go visit?
Yeah, the Greek dollar or whatever. I know they use euros now, but they still have their own currency. Is worth like nothing.
The shillings.
It's fucking gold doubloons.
Just whatever was left over from the days of raiding other European nations.
Yeah, see, if you type in Greek currency, it defaults to euro, but they had before they went on the euro something else.
Is it worth more though? Is the euro worth more?
Yeah, the euro is still worth more than us.
Okay. Could you imagine?
$1.22 is 1 euro.
So would 22 cents more valuable than theirs?
Yes. The pound is worth more.
I know the pound's worth more. Look at the pound just to make sure.
He said, I got a philosophical question.
Bring it on.
What is your moral stance on murder / taking another human life?
Ooh, okay. You're going to love this one because we've talked about this a few times. Josh is a psychopath.
Hi.
And
I feel no emotions.
And I'm super like principle oriented, right? So my stance on this is for sure like if you were like gonna threaten me or like kill me or like my life's in danger, I don't think I could just go out and kill people. But if someone was like just swinging on me and they pulled out a knife, I'm like priority number one, steal the knife and stab them in the neck. Like it's not like survive, it's like kill them before they kill me. Like that's when I would probably kill somebody. That's the only time I think I could actually like bring it out of me. And I think morally that's justified because
it's only okay to kill someone in self-defense.
Yes, is what I'm saying. I think that's morally justified because it's one of those things.
Person. What about mercy killing?
Oh, I like mercy killing too. Talk about you take that one because you got a good.
I do.
Well, the cancer thing, the assisted suicide.
Assisted suicide's badass.
Assisted suicide, it makes sense.
If you're terminally ill and you're like, please put me out of my misery, doctor.
Like who is anyone to say
you have to
like
go to like Oregon and the doctor has to okay it.
But it also has to get like approved by like 3 doctors. It's like a pain in the ass. It's like, just kill yourself.
Even then, that's illegal.
I know
that's fucking stupid too. It's illegal to kill yourself because
throw his corpse in a jail cell
because it's murder. It's self-murder. So that's stupid too. The pound is $1.41.
Yeah, so only about 20 to 40 cents per.
Basically,
Damn.
The pound and the euro are 20 cents off.
Well, that's cool, I guess.
So it's not okay to kill people unless they ask for it.
Yeah,
but even then,
it's like I don't know how old the crowd is. Oh, this is a adult show, so I'm just gonna say that out there before I start.
Ideally, you're 18 plus.
Ideally, you're at least 18. We hope for people to be at least 21. So
I've made a YouTube account to watch fucking 18 plus videos when I was like 12. So, you know, it's just it's like
I get that, but I'm throwing this out there because like
100%.
I think it's one of those things like
cover your
if
ass.
your kids are listening to us. We're not here for children.
Here, we're gonna learn you something.
We're here for adults.
That's what I was gonna say.
I forgot what I was gonna say too.
Motherfucker.
I was gonna say I was just some raunchy ass shit, and then I was like, trigger warning. Nah. What were you talking about? Holy shit! I just totally blanked out.
If it's self-defense, then I guess it's okay. If someone's trying to kill you, it's okay to kill them.
Yes.
Yes.
Assisted suicide is
badass.
Cool. Go for it.
Super cool. It's unfortunate if you need it, but like it's super cool. It's like a thing. But it's not okay if like I want to die, like because you make those jokes every day. It's like I want to kill myself.
There's a fine line
and
too.
Just have like a doctor do it for you.
Yeah, what was it gonna? It was something about the assisted suicide. Like, fuck doctors, like, giving you permission. Here's the thing: if you can get in a goddamn abortion and that's like your body, your choice, then you should be able to fucking kill yourself. If you want to kill yourself, go fucking kill yourself.
Suicide just shouldn't be illegal.
It shouldn't be illegal. It should be. You know what they're trying to do with drugs?
Even if you're not successful, you shouldn't be tried for it.
And that's the thing. So many successful people still commit suicide. It's all the rage.
If you're not successful in killing yourself, that kind of.
Oh yeah, no. It should be one of those things
you're
like
not tried for attempted murder.
Could you imagine? What are you in for? I tried killing myself.
We're gonna give you the death penalty. No.
What are you gonna do to me?
The U.S.
What are you gonna do? Ground me?
The U.S. on average executes 32.6 people a year. It's in the top 10 countries for executions per capita.
That's only like the incarcerated amount. The people around the world the USA kills, way higher.
China's like 12 to 1,400.
Did you hear Joe Biden excuse the Uyghur?
That was dumb.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He excused the Chinese Uyghur camps.
I don't care.
He was like,
it's Chinese norms. I don't give a fuck what China does. They're doing their own thing. There's two completely.
They're autonomous.
They're two completely different cultures. Should we give a fuck? We need to stop being the world police.
America.
It's not necessary. It hasn't been necessary since the 80s.
Well, when was it necessary? Hitler? Everyone, Hitler? 9/11? What's enough? When's enough?
9/11, even not, because well, not but there's still, there's still the
9/11 kind of needed to happen, kind of didn't.
There's the conspiracy of it being an inside job, and just because of, they got insurance money based on the buildings and George Bush and whatnot, and it's just an excuse to go get oil.
Which is a failing industry apparently, because Tesla's killing it.
Yeah, and oil went negative that one time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Elon Musk, Big Daddy, what do you call him, Big Daddy Musk?
Big Schlongerdonger Musk.
Big Schlongerdonger Musk is now the richest man in the world, and Bezos.
Jeff took it back.
Well, they're kind of doing this thing right now, right? They're swinging it back and forth. They're swinging their dicks and their egos all around the internet, and it's really interesting to watch because like two really rich, powerful men who apparently love the spotlight.
One of them's going to Mars. One just wants to get you next day items.
Yeah, that's America. That's the American dream.
Yeah.
You want Colgate toothpaste on your doorstep in 2 hours? I got you. You want to go to Mars? The other guy got you.
Forbes has Bill Gates as the number.
Well, not according to my Instagram posts and.
Yeah. Well, here's a Forbes.
And those are reliable.
/ real time. But Jeff was number one.
They should do. Have you seen those infographics where it's like the chart? It's moving.
Yeah.
They should get like Bill Gates' face, and they should do like the richest man.
I like those, but I hate looking at them because they're really hard to follow.
They're not. What you got to remember is sometimes it's yearly, right?
No, I
so
understand.
sometimes they stay stationary.
I
get that 100%. The scaling.
I just like to see the numbers.
Oh, you hear that?
That was the fridge.
Okay.
So like when it's skyrocketing, it's all just it's moving too quick.
Yeah.
I can't really track. I like to go by like year and see, this person like.
Well, that's how it goes. That's what I'm saying, right? It's
they're moving so fucking fast. I like to look through it.
Do the video on half speed.
I'm just gonna pause it, go frame by frame to look at years.
Ooh. Yeah, those are crazy. What's crazy to me is when you see them how they have like projections. They have like a U.S. population one, and they're like including projections all the way to 2050, and it's like, oh shit, there's only more people. How do you project? Oh, there's the list.
Here's real time. Elon Musk lost $13.1 billion
today.
Since whenever this was fucking updated, and they claim it's real time. So, yeah.
Refresh it. And now he's made 26 million billion trillion. Zillion. Billionaires.
Jillion is not a word.
You were also talking about why billionaires should never exist, and that would create
too much fucking money.
Well, you also said
if Jeff Bezos gave everyone on Earth $1 billion, he'd still be a billionaire.
He would.
No, he wouldn't. if you were offered a free trip to go to the moon, would you take it? Yes, I would actually. I know they already have like the crew
Zero
in
flight.
mind to go to Mars. I'd fucking go to Mars. I just one-stop trip, one-way trip.
Well, then
all the way. I would fucking do it.
Then fuck your career plan for the Navy and all that other gay shit because
Well, they haven't asked me. They haven't reached out.
you have to go reach out. You have to apply.
Apply to the Space Force.
Hi, I'm Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh.
I would like to live on the red planet.
I want to go to Mars.
Go to Mars.
But I mean, if I go to the moon and come back, I'd do that. That'd be cool. Jump around for like. It'd be like going to fucking. What are those trampoline places?
Trampoline. Oh, Sky High.
Yeah, like places like that where there's all those
Yeah.
trampolines and whatnot. You gotta wear the special socks.
Those came up out of nowhere too. It's like you see Sky High, and then it's all the kaboom place or whatever. It's all like the active gymnasium, jungle gym shit for kids.
Dojo Boom.
Yeah, Dojo Boom, like a bunch of shit like that.
Fucking Ninja Warrior courses.
Came up out of nowhere.
It's still 13.1, so I don't know how real time it is. Oh, what the fuck? Why did you just go to 1500?
That was fast. You want to see some real speed, bitch?
So yeah, I guess.
How much more does Bezos have than Musk?
16.
16 billion?
Yeah, 16B.
That's so insane.
Because Elon lost 13.
So it would be only 3 billion.
Jeff lost 3.7.
So they would be tied.
Got 275 million.
Check that out though. Bernard Arnold and family.
Luxury goods.
What the fuck? Your burp smells so bad.
It's all the different beers I've had. Oh, he's the Louis Vuitton guy. Hennessy and Louis Vuitton.
No shit.
Yeah. One of the world's ultimate tastemakers, oversees an empire of 70 brands, including Louis Vuitton and Sephora. Struck a deal to buy Tiffany & Co. for $16.2 billion.
The gold chain place?
They usually do silver, but yeah.
Okay, whatever. Ugh.
Hospitality group. His
Damn.
father made a small fortune in construction.
How do you describe a small fortune? What do you think a small fortune is? Just ballpark it.
10 million?
10 million is a small fortune to you?
Then this day and age, yeah.
Fuck. That's the one thing that sucks. I'm not good with numbers. People like me, we're never going to succeed.
Flex Tape Fox says, we always talk about Josh's life plan. What about Alex? What's your life plan? What's your 34, 35, 40 life goals?
Okay, so just to preface, Josh's life plan is 34, try and join the Navy. And then if not...
If I get rejected at 35, I guess I'm going gay.
He's going to go gay and look for a sugar daddy. And what was the other one? You're just going to marry Raul?
Yeah. At 40, if we...
At 40, if none of that works out...
If nothing goes right, I'm going to go in a civil union with one of my friends. You know, it's a tax write-off.
My life plan right now is basically just outlast the coronavirus. It's been a piece of shit. And I'm working on music. I'm an audio engineer. So I'm a rapper. I've got an album coming soon. If you want to check that out. I have an album currently out. It's called A Cure for All Ills. That's my rap group.
The duo group.
The trio. One of them is a producer. He didn't rap, but he was a little cousin, but he was like the musical genius behind it. And then just kind of keep doing music and keep living life. And if my rap career doesn't take off, then I've been doing like a lot of music with churches lately, which is, I know, like kind of a conundrum, but turns out churches don't care what your background is. They're very forgiving, and they'll pay you to do audio and sound if you're good at audio and sound, which I am, and that's what I do.
Just join the Navy.
No, I'm not doing the Navy thing. Hence the drowning in the submarine with no windows.
We could do it together. I'll
Never.
revive you.
No,
and you
not gonna happen.
revive me. You don't trust me?
I'm not fucking.
This is for making me do a blood oath.
Yeah, right. Fine, I'm just gonna hold you down. So I mean, I just want to do music and create art and lay low. Honestly, like I had this weird like epiphany today driving down here. I was thinking the difference between fame and recognition. Like I wouldn't want to be famous necessarily for music, but I would want people to be like, yo, I love this song. This song changed my life, because that's what I got into music for. If you want to look it up, the song Break by Childish Gambino, it's a cover of a Kanye West song, and it's like a acoustic arrangement of it. He says some bars in there. You want to just play it?
All of the lights.
Basically. But he says the bar in here, like, was I supposed to stay uncool? Please remind me. And he's got a bunch of bars about, like, growing up poor and, you know, against the struggle and adversity. And then
I have the whole lyrics here if you want to reference.
no, it's cool. I could recite the whole song right now if I wanted to.
Do it.
Wait, give me the first word.
Turn on the lights in here, baby.
I'll give you, that's the chorus. That's the girl singing. What's the first verse?
Hollering at these Japanese.
Hollering at these Japanese girls. Call it Asian mommy. Is it too soon for Japanese girls to tsunami? To tsunami? Is it racist if I say she tastes like edamame? Was I supposed to stay uncool? Please remind me what the fuck is up. Yeah, it's cheesy ho. Yeah, I'm cheesy ho. My swag's got high cholesterol. I know them girls. I met them all. It hurt, expand like cannonballs. I ain't got shit to say to ya. I'm known for bad behavior. Look at me. I went from the W to the double tree, making out with girls who black and yellow like a bumblebee. Can I live up to all this hype they have for me? It's hard to tell. But these girls I kiss and chase the blues away like Gargamel. Back in the game. Coach put me in T-Pain flow. All I do is win with a glass full of Macallan to mess me up. Unless we fly, unless we fuck. Dopeness. After this, I hit the highway. Heading west like I'm fucking blowing Kanye. Read the fucking news. Huey Lewis. You can't go ham. You were Jewish.
N-word.
Donald Glover, you don't have to call me childish except for when I'm flirting with your half Latino stylist.
Okay,
Photo shoot.
Okay, you messed up one thing, but I'm not gonna penalize you for it.
Photo shoot. Free beach
Okay,
beach house, free wireless.
You can stop.
So I can post these pictures on my website of her smiling.
You can stop.
This is the next line that I want to get. I kissed this girl I liked back since when I was just a sophomore, but I'm afraid to text her what the fuck it takes so long for. What the fuck has changed? Is it swagger? Is it money? I still dress the fucking same, and my nose is still as ugly as the day you fucking met me. But now, because he's popular and he's an actor, and...
Thank you for the follow, Jimmy.
Oh, thanks, Jimmy. Now he's famous and he's an actor, so he's got all this love and attention. He's like, yo, was I not good enough in high school? Like, I'm still like, I still don't care how I dress, and like, obviously I didn't get like a nose job. I'm just different and weird, but you only love me.
Nose, though.
Thanks, man. But you only love me because I got the attention now, and you want to, you know, succubus some clout. I'm fucking hyped up. Like, I'm, you know, like, that's what
ready to rap battle.
that's what that music does for me. You know, it makes me feel like good and inspired and empowered. And like, I want that to be what people feel. And I'm like, yo, as long as people feel that, I don't need the fame or even the money. As long as I get that recognition of like, yo, that feeling that you can convey to you, whatever you did in your music, that fucking made me feel good.
That's why you like music.
That's why I do music.
You're in it for the feeling.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, like, if my rap career doesn't take off, it's fine. I don't care. As long as I get to help people create their vision, create those feelings, and do those things, like, that's what really matters. That's what I'm here for, is like, if I can't make my vision come true, I'm gonna help someone else's vision come true, and their music is gonna help someone else, and I would just be happy to be a part of that, because that's what I care about.
I want to know why the sound didn't go off.
I think I might have this. No, it's not on me, but I did turn it off, my board, before, so I don't know if we have to test that every time before. This is our second live stream, but...
It's the
third live stream. But we do have 70 episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube.
This is a video show.
This is a video
we
show.
Just only started doing them live because we thought it'd be a good idea.
And it turns out it is. You guys are super fucking cool, and I love the questions and the philosophical, conundrums you guys are presenting. Although I think, if you gotta kill somebody, you gotta do what you gotta do, And I'm saying, like, don't go do it like with some like twisted ideology.
Just go chasing waterfalls.
Don't do that shit. But like, at some point you have to draw the line and say, this is who I am, this is what I'm about. And you can't be yourself. Like I couldn't keep doing music and help people's visions or audio or do anything that I love doing if I was dead. And the truth is that would affect a lot of people's lives because I've worked with a bunch of artists, and that's just something that I feel like would be robbing not just me but everyone else. So you gotta fight to survive.
Did you listen to that one guy's album that just came out?
I did.
What'd you think? I listened to 2 songs and I didn't like it. I didn't like either.
I think the dilemma is the people he had featured on the album outshined him.
That's always the worst.
And that's
what you don't want.
That's the worst. He probably got a bunch of people from like Fiverr or, Instagram personalities or like, people who could actually sing, people who could actually do their thing, and they actually sound good and they have like a personality and a characteristic behind them.
Yeah.
And they just outdid him. And I mean, the people who sang versus, what he did, it didn't even compare. So I think he kind of shot himself in the foot. I think there's a few good bars. I think there's a few good ideas and messages, but it's very far and few in between, like a good album. Like the production quality, and that's the thing, right? Like the production was great. A lot of the mixing was great. The mastering, everything was,
He took down the video I made.
Yeah, finally.
Whack.
Everything was like okay, but like at the end of the day, it's like it didn't really all feel super cohesive. And everyone that was on the album with him, like I said, outshined him. Like I would listen to the songs again, but only for like the choruses because the choruses are really good. But when your lisp is that bad, it's hard to take anything you say serious. So
shit, man.
Yeah. So
you just fucking killed him right there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to like
How are you trying to be a hard rapper and you have a fucking lisp? It's
just like, oi, bruv, I'll be having that then.
It's like making fun of the British people. They're not intimidating.
It's like being an English gang member. It's like that's cool and all. Like I know stabbing's irrelevant out here, but like you're really,
day, I guess.
You're like 40 pounds. Let's be honest. Pip pip doodly doo and all that shit.
Tip
like
of the hat to you.
Yeah, it's like you're not intimidating.
Okay.
With a British accent. I don't know why.
Give me all your money. What are you gonna do about it?
You mean my United States dollars?
Give me all your pounds.
Which is like when you think, which is funny, right? When you think about it. If you were American, since we just looked at the prices of the pound, and they stole your dollars, your American dollars, they'd actually be losing money. They should be robbing their own people in Britain because any British citizen would have more valuable currency than a foreigner. That's hilarious.
Flex Tape Fox wants to know what are the best sad songs in your opinion. Alec knows a lot about, I'm sure, sad.
I'm all about sad songs.
He makes sad music.
one of the best sad songs in hip hop is "Stan" by Eminem. Obviously, that's undisputed. But another artist I love is Ben Folds. He's got a lot of really sad songs. And off the top of my head, I would say look up "Time" by Ben Folds or "Trusted" by Ben Folds. Lyrically, it's fulfilling. It's very true. You can tell there's a very genuine sense of self and artistry in that, and that's why I think Ben Folds is a great artist, because he's one of the artists who wasn't always famous. He had to really kind of break into relevancy. Another great Ben Folds song that's sad that got him famous was "Brick." That song's about basically an abortion.
What kind of music is Ben Folds? What does he do? Like, what is?
He's piano rock, so like think of like alternative, but like
Bo Burnham, but not funny.
Yeah, Bo Burnham, but very serious.
But not comedy.
Yeah, and shout out Bo Burnham, being one of the greatest comedians probably of our time. I know a lot of people say
he's a unique shtick.
I know a lot of people say it's Bill Barr or Bill Burr, but
Musical.
I don't know. Yeah, I think
it's like Jeff Dunham with his puppets.
Yeah, it's another league. It's apples and oranges.
Thing.
Yeah. So I mean, to be able to integrate that, because if you've seen Bill Burr,
the bald guy.
Bald guy. Yeah, that's who everyone says is like the best. Like Joe Rogan and a lot of other comedians say he's the best comedian of our time.
Yeah.
I think he's funny, but he literally admits to being like, I just kind of go up there on the stage and yell at the audience for like an hour. And I'm like, that's cool. That's kind of what we're doing. It's super laid back. It's super whatever. But like,
we are Bill Burr.
But like, I'd be mad if someone was like, you guys are the best podcast ever. I'd be like, no, we're not. You don't watch enough podcasts.
We were ranked number 188 out of 200 in the improv category on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, and we're probably only going to go up this year.
Maybe,
Let's be honest.
I don't know.
But at the same time, like if someone was like, "Hey, you're the best podcast," I'd be like, "Man, you probably don't watch enough podcasts." Like, there's so many podcasts. Go watch another podcast. I'm sure you can find another podcast that you like or enjoy, or like personalities that resonate with you.
I mean, I don't watch or listen to podcasts besides my own. Even then, the only time I listen to it is when I'm editing it or making highlight clips.
And if you guys want to check out those highlights, they're on YouTube.
Instagram and TikTok.
Do you want to give us the
drinking beer? It's all. I don't have any links at the bottom of this, but if you go to www.
Throw it in the chat.
twodudesdrinking.beer.
Throw it in the chat if you guys want to check this stuff out, because a lot of the time, I'll be honest with you, it's a long form content, so sometimes it does take a little bit for gold to strike. But when we do strike gold, we edit everything. Well, Josh edits it. Josh does all the.
I'm an editor by trade.
Yeah. Josh does all the legwork, and I do just the. I'm the face. He's the
content.
He's the spine.
I'm the showrunner.
Yeah. But if you want to check those out, some of those edits that Josh do are really fucking funny.
Mint.
And they're some really good highlights, and we have a bunch more coming. And
slow roll there.
Well, we do, right? I mean, like we already have.
I'm almost caught up with episode clips.
Oh yeah.
So I just need to do the compilation.
Yeah. That's going to be nice, though.
As far as sad songs for me, I listen to death metal, so it's not really too sad. It's not all depressing. It's mainly about, some of them is like Jesus. It's all happy. I don't listen to sad music, really.
You listen to Jesus metal?
Some of it, yeah.
What's that? Who's your Jesus metal?
August Burns Red. Really.
Oh, yeah.
They're a pretty Christian band.
That was one of the things, too, is like...
something you don't really expect.
Yeah, as a...
Because they're yelling at you.
Yeah. Me being who I am is like getting to know Josh was super cool, because he really pushed my boundaries of like, I wouldn't wake up one day and just like start listening to death metal. But eventually he was just always driving, because at one point I didn't have a car, and I was listening to his music, and at first I was like, I don't really understand it, but like I want to understand it. And we just kept listening to death metal. And then one day, we got the song like Engine 45, some Beartooth, some Ghost Inside. And I was like, okay, like I like this. Like this is good hardcore.
Melodic
hardcore. Like that's what I like. And he introduced me to that and kind of, again, broadened my scope, which is super important. Because when I do mixing for people, I did like an acoustic Spanish family one time. And they just sent me files they recorded from their house. And my friend was like, what's it like, mixing for a song you can't understand? I was like, it doesn't really matter to me. Like, it just has to sound good. So it kind of opened my eyes to being like, you can be a rapper, you can be a country singer, you can be a reggae singer, you can be a hardcore singer. But at the end of the day, like, I need to listen to all these genres of music and understand what I like, what I don't like, how and why, and everything in between. And that's just an important trait, I think, like as a person most people should try and develop, which is why I'm saying, like, if you like podcasts, go find other podcasts. If you like,
there's a lot of podcasts.
If you like video games, go find a lot of video games. Ryan was playing Cyberpunk, and it's all in first person, and I was like, that looks terrible. Like I wouldn't want to play a first person.
It's a pretty shit game.
I would like, yeah, even with all the work and all the lags and everything, I was like, I wouldn't like this game. Like, just even aesthetically, it looks stupid. And it's like,
it's unfortunate. Too hyped up.
Way overhyped. And I don't even like play video games.
They kept pushing it back, and
Take
everyone
another
was
one?
really mad about it. It's your last one of this.
I know, because you drank the other wall beer.
I know, unfortunate. But I still have 2 sojus and then the Space Danger.
Soju? Yeah, those sojus fucking smack you in the dick, bro.
They do.
They hit hard.
I mean, yeah, they kept pushing it back, and everyone got mad, and so they were like, "Fuck it, fuck you guys, we're gonna release it. It's not done."
I keep having the urge to throw my bottle caps and everything over there, but it's over there
I mean,
now.
eventually we're gonna move that table. So
Yeah,
once
we'll figure something
once
out.
the guest table gets here, which should be
Did you order it?
today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is episode 3 for you guys listening right now. Season 3 rather. For you guys listening right now, we just reorganized our entire setup. We were usually on couches.
Used to be on a couch. We graduated.
Yeah, and we would change the framing of the show, you know. So we've gone through a little bit of an evolution. If you guys are interested in checking those out.
Which is good. Growth is good.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I used to work at McDonald's when I was 16, right? It was my first job.
Gross.
And I got mad because at McDonald's, they'd, like, every month, they'd be like, I remember when the oatmeal came out. Like, the first time they did oatmeal, they're like, hey, oatmeal's a thing now. Make oatmeal for breakfast. And I was like...
Making it was dumb.
Making it was terrible. But, like, it felt like such a waste of time. But at the end of the day, it's like... This corporation's always trying out new things. And I was like, this is dumb. I don't think you guys need to do oatmeal. And then oatmeal got really popular, and they kept it. They still have oatmeal today. And then they got rid of parfaits. And I was like, I love the parfaits. Why are you getting rid of the fucking parfaits? And then they replaced it with, like, apple pies. Or, like, they redesigned the apple pie or something. And then people like that, so...
Because the apple pie went from baked, or from fried to baked.
It was like, yeah, it was like crispy or whatever.
It used to be crispy.
Yeah.
Stop being crispy.
Yeah. Now it's flaky.
And
anyway.
Everyone hated it.
Yeah, but long story short, I kind of learned, like, yo, doing new things is also what keeps people interested. Like, when you update your phone and you're like, shit, now everything looks different and it's going to be weird.
But then you get dark mode, and then
But then eventually you get used to it, and then you're like, oh, well, some of these things are actually really good functionally.
helpful.
So let's do that, and let's enjoy the functionality of it. So it's like, now that I'm staring at a fucking White Claw can the entire time, and I'm terrible at making eye contact because I'm awkward and weird, but
You should put Snoop Dogg in the front.
on the table.
Yeah, might as well. He has somewhere to sit now.
Yeah, he just chill. But it's one of those things, like, now we have a table, and it like, just looking at us now, I'm like, wow, this looks so much more.
This is a news show.
It looks so much more official. And then if I have my laptop too, like, I feel like I fucked
Not
it
a
up.
Gene with the weather.
Not a Gene with the weather.
Thank you.
Now to Snoop. How's it blowing over there, dog?
Get a Snoop cam.
Get a Snoop. Can't just. I mean, you won't need it if he's on the thing.
But then it's just like a completely different fucking, because I can switch the view just right here and just goes to Snoop
And
back to us.
Real quick, in case you guys are staring at the Jacked Jaw products on the table,
It's a jaw exerciser. Manifest the jaw of attraction with Jack Jaw. Go to Amazon.com, search Jack Jaw, or click the fucking picture on the website.
I'm doing the month-long challenge. I've always suffered from bitch chin. So right here, if you look, I've always hated. I don't know if you can hear me. I've always hated my neck. It just kind of runs into my face. It's all one piece.
He has no defined jawline.
I have no defined jawline. Jack Jaw, the people at Jack Jaw were nice enough to send us a few products to let me test it out. I'm doing a month-long challenge. This is day 4 of that challenge. In a month, we're going to post the results of my neck. And if it's a bad product, we're going to shit on it. And if it's a good product, we're going to, you know.
I already left a good review on the page.
Did you really? Well, I'm going to wait because I want to get my fucking up and comings from, you know, the products. So, but I'm going to put my reps in. I'm going to stick to the program for about a month. And if I see any result, anything that's good, I'm going to say I like it.
Mid-roll plug, done. Flex
Done.
Fox wants to know what's the best fast food.
Good question. The best fast food.
Like drive-through or like fast casual?
That's it, right? So you can interpret that.
Because
Like,
those are both fast.
does it have to have a drive-through?
Like Raul, Raul wants to give up fast food for Lent, so he was wondering like, what is fast food?
Mm-hmm.
And I said anything that takes less than 5 minutes from when you order to get your food. That's a pretty fair definition.
I'd say anything, if the food's like in a restaurant, if it's not taken to you sitting down, then if you have to go up and get your food, you know, or if they hand it to you through a window, that's a pretty good indication of fast food.
I would just say like how fast it's prepared. Like as soon as you order, it's ready in 5 minutes or less.
Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's it's ready as soon as you.
Wendy's
get
is the fastest fast food place I've ever been to.
That's the sketchiest.
It's uncomfortably fast.
It makes me want to get a job there for like a week and just figure out how it works.
Yeah, figure out what they're doing.
You know the insider trade secrets.
They got a firebender. They're like, done. The best fast food.
Del Taco.
Del Taco is really good, but it's not the best.
They have a lot of variety. They have one of the best fast food burgers in the world.
They do.
At least in the United States. I can't say the world.
In the world.
I've only had burgers in the United States.
Yo, that's such a tough question. Like,
well, which one's your favorite right now?
Honestly, I've been doing the bacon Swiss at Carl's Jr.
If you like chicken,
and that's the thing, is like I love
Cane's. They have really good chicken strips.
But and like
building one
as good as it is, it's not like not my favorite. Like I'm not always just in the mood.
You've had it once.
But I'm not always in the mood for fucking French toast and chicken, you know? What I am always in the mood for is a fucking bacon Swiss burger.
Yeah, I mean, I can eat chicken strips and toast any fucking time of day.
I couldn't do that.
I could do that.
It is really good. It's you could taste the quality. It's high quality.
As soon as it opens, dude, we're going.
Fuck yeah, we are.
Get another Cardinals cup. Except it won't be Cardinals.
It'll be a fucking Rams cup.
Fuck Jared Goff.
Fuck Jared Goff.
Playing for the Lions now like a loser.
Okay,
best fast food.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Here's the thing, like the way my mind works, everything is so critical. I can't just be like this or that. I know a lot of people like Chick-fil-A. Fuck Chick-fil-A. It's okay.
They hate the gays.
It's okay. No, that's not why. You can hate the gays and be cool, but like.
Hold on.
That was a joke. Anyway, Chick-fil-A is good. It's not like, it's not worth the hype though. Like, that's what people.
I love their nuggets because they're not nuggets. It's just fucking chunks of chicken.
That's the thing. You know, that's the issue, right? Is I love different things from different restaurants. Like Wendy's chicken nuggets are the best, but the best chicken sandwiches are from Carl's Jr. The best French fries are from McDonald's. The best shakes are from Carl's Jr.
Chick-fil-A.
Has
the best shakes. Chick-fil-A has the best shakes.
No, for sure Carl's Jr. has the best shakes.
Nope. You're wrong.
For sure Carl's Jr. has the best shakes. And that's the thing is like I don't know.
Taco Bell.
If I could choose one
Has the
thing,
best nothing.
Taco Bell's like Taco Bell's just like
the best breakfast.
Drunk. They do have a really good breakfast. Fuck, see that's the thing. Like
Taco
there's
Bell
so many.
has the best breakfast. I would say Wendy's is a close second.
There's so many things. Yeah, and when Wendy's is new on the breakfast game, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they had the dude who it was the
McDonald's
executive chef for
Yeah.
McDonald's. So
it's insane though.
take
Like
that knowledge and bring it somewhere else. It's the same shit, but better.
there's just so many variables to say this is the best.
Okay.
I mean, right? There is no best.
In your eyes, no. But for periods of time, sure. Like when McDonald's had snack wraps, that's probably
snack
when
wraps.
like a period of time where they were the best.
That's when McDonald's was on top of the hill.
When their menu before they downsized in like 2015.
McDonald's was king of the hill for a little bit with the snack wraps.
For a lot of it.
Mm-hmm. I love also McDonald's breakfast burritos, but they give you the fucking shits, bro. It's just watery. The watery eggs, like, I love the taste, but then it's just watery eggs out the other end too. So it's like, it's painful. It's love-hate.
Is In-N-Out overrated or
Yes.
justified?
In-N-Out's overrated. I've lived in California for a very long time, since I was 9.
It's one of those things where if you're not in a place that has In-N-Out, you have to try it because it's one of those things where it's like...
Yeah, it's like when we went to Arizona, there's Raging
West
Cage.
burger.
Canes.
They have them out here too.
Mm-hmm. But we're not going to drive to it.
We're not going to drive 60 miles to get chicken fingers.
We don't care.
In-N-Out is good. I haven't had it in about a year. And I drive past one every day I go to work.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to sit in line for 40 minutes.
It's for sure an hour-long wait.
To get a burger that I can get somewhere else and have it be the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Or make it myself.
And that's the thing, too. Like, we've just been cooking so much more at home. We made our own, like, burger sliders today. Like, we're just trying to eat healthier and as good as fast food can be.
Trying to lose weight as I drink 4 beers.
Yeah. Well, we started working out because we're drinking all the beers for the show. We're trying
so
to.
Much skin.
So you need the Jackjaw.
And you get toy.
Toy nups. Oh man. What's that?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I love that show. I can't wait for that shit to come back out.
Probably won't.
No, they said they're revamping it for the coronavirus
See,
and
they say
and
that.
civil rights movement. Or
Why? Because 2 characters are black?
no, they want to make it about like police brutality and like systemic racism. I guess it's a Fox show, so they're probably doing it to pander. But at the end of the day, it's like I guess it's
Are black.
it's well intended.
In-N-Out is overrated.
For sure, it's overrated.
As a West Coaster, and even when I lived in Arizona, it was out there where I was.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been around it for a while.
It's like having the beach.
It's good.
We're also like 10 miles from the beach, but we don't go every day.
I don't get it every day. Yeah,
We have shit. We have other shit to do. That's the crazy thing, right? We come out here, we live our lives, and our work doesn't involve the beach. Like it's nice because we can go to the beach if we want to go to the beach.
It's an option.
But we never wake up in the mood to be like, you know what? We should go to the beach today.
Yeah. Although if we surfed, it'd be different.
Sure, yeah, but we don't. We don't even
catch the swells. Bro.
We don't even boogie bird. Boogie bird.
Biggie bird. No, we don't do anything.
Yeah.
We're boring. Well, you also fucked up your knee playing basketball somehow.
Because I'm way out of shape and I was running around trying to play basketball.
Did you stretch?
I did.
Loser.
I know.
And you still got hurt?
I know, right? All that for fucking nothing.
That just goes to show that stretching does nothing.
I disagree. I think stretching does something.
Then why don't I stretch and not get hurt?
You made a rubber, bro.
Because I'm built different.
You have.
It's because I'm fucking built different. And every time I say that, you're like, no, you're not.
Not this time. I don't give a shit
Not
anymore.
this time.
You believe what you want.
That's why I'm healing faster than you on our fucking blood oath.
Damn. You just love saying that, don't you?
Yeah. I'm better.
Drawing the attention to it. Mine was deeper.
We cut ourselves the exact same amount of times.
Yeah, whatever.
I broke blood more efficiently and faster than you too. I think it's because I needed to see you do it so I could get it.
Mm-hmm. That's why I wanted to go first. I was like, if you do it and then I chicken out, then I'll be a little bitch.
I'm just sitting there.
If I saw you bleed before me, I'd be like, nope, no thanks. That looks really painful. So I knew I had to go first.
Then I could have just been like, nah.
That's what I'm saying though. You're like, I'm already bleeding though. You would never forgive me. You'd be like, you motherfucker. I really went out on a limb for this.
Yeah, and now we share the same blood.
I guess.
Although that really does nothing.
AIDS is not gonna be
I
so
feel
well.
like it's not gonna last. Like,
I got a blood clot in my hand.
well, no. Like as soon as we get like a blood test, like it's not gonna show like you're O negative and A positive. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, right.
No, it's gonna filter out. Philosophical question: is it okay to lie, and where do you cross the line? We talked about this. Like,
I was gonna say, have you seen the podcast? You asking all these questions that were like an episode or two away.
It's on Twitch. It's a new audience.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Completely new audience.
Well, I'm like the timing is impeccable. Like,
Yeah, this is a recent one.
it's great.
At least on YouTube, or Apple, or Spotify.
On wherever you consume podcasts.
Wherever you can.
Philosophical questions. Is it okay to lie? I said
Depends.
it is okay to lie if you are intentfully protecting somebody. But there's a thin line people misconstrue. They often use it to justify, but they say that they're doing it to protect you, but they're really doing it
To protect themselves.
for their own conservation, I guess.
Selfish gain.
Mm-hmm. Like, let's take, for example, if I could recall my example from last time. The family went on vacation, and their grandma died, and they called them.
Grandpa went in the hospital.
And they called the family. They're like, hey, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, we're good. How are you?
What's up?
And they're like, oh, nothing, just calling to make sure you guys are okay. And the mom on the phone was like,
What the fuck is up, Kyle?
What the fuck is up, Kyle? This is a story a classmate told in my communications class. And they're like, okay, that was weird. Like, they just called us asking if we're okay. Like, we're on vacation. Like, what's up? And they're like, nothing, just calling to make sure you're okay. Hang up. The family has another week-long vacation, a week left in their vacation. So they go throughout the vacation, and then they come back and they found out their grandpa's in the hospital. And the sister freaks out on her and is like, how fucking dare you? Like, I deserve the right to know, blah, blah, blah. And they, long story short, they stop talking. They don't talk anymore. This isn't my family member. Like I said, this is a story I heard in college from someone sharing it during a communications course, which was like mandatory. And the teacher pointed out, like, that was a white lie, right? Like, a white lie is okay.
Because they don't immediately hurt anybody.
Because you're not trying to hurt someone. You're trying to protect them from the truth. And they stopped talking, and the teacher was like, it's okay, because, like, she obviously had some other agenda or something going on, because she decided to cut off the relationship with her own sister over that. And the truth is, them being told earlier on their vacation and coming home early from their vacation wouldn't have made a difference from the grandpa being in the hospital or out of the hospital. It would have had no impact on it. It's just, you know, whether or not they would have come home early. The sister got really pissed about it. I think it was a justified white lie. I think white lies are okay. I think there's other forms of lies where you say, like, I think the thing I said was like the Easter Bunny. Like, if your child comes to you,
Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy.
If your child comes to you and is like, "Hey, Dad, is Santa Claus real?" and you go, "Yes,"
Snorts a line of coke.
Yeah.
No.
I think that is not a white lie. I think that is a blatant lie. I think that's crossing a line, because someone's coming to you and being like, "Hey, time for the truth. I'm ready for it." Like,
I wouldn't say that's crossing a line, though.
Maybe, okay, not crossing the line.
Crossing a line is like you said, like
I've got my good example.
If you don't want to do this show one day, and it's like, oh, I'm not feeling too well.
Yeah.
But you really go to Venice Beach with one of our other friends.
That was my example.
That's crossing the line. You're specifically lying to get out of something you just don't want to do.
Mm-hmm. But I'm justifying it as a white lie, because I'm like, well, it didn't hurt Josh. The podcast didn't get canceled. There was like it becomes a selfish thing. It's like, I did this thing because I wanted to do it, and I need self-love and self-care, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, I do hurt Josh, and it's like, I'm lying to him.
And it's just our first live stream show where it's me drinking by myself for an hour.
Yeah, which went great, by the way.
Talking to myself, it went great. It's pretty funny, at least to Alec.
I thought it was hilarious.
It's there in the past broadcast if you guys want to see it. I don't recommend watching it because it's me
boring as shit. But
literally just sitting there by myself for an hour and 10 minutes drinking.
It's boring as shit, but I get to see him sit down and just say random shit. Like,
be awkward as fuck.
Yeah.
It's the epitome of my personality.
It pretty much is.
It's the epitome. But
yeah, I think there's a fine line with lies, and I'm kind of like I'm a big person of the truth, you know. Like, I don't think I'll lie unless I really have to, you know. And even then, it's one of those things, like, if you come to me and you ask me straight, "Hey, did this thing happen?" I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, totally, it did happen." Like, because if you ask me, you clearly know something, you know. The gig's up. I'm not gonna keep lying to you about it. Like, let's fucking figure it out.
What if it's not your place to tell the truth? Like,
I've been there too.
If you're like the accessory, and they're like between, like, you're like a non-objective observer.
Let me say that
between like a two-party thing, and someone else is like, "Hey, did this happen?" You're like,
let me give you an example of that. I have a friend who, their orientation of sexuality was not straight, and they were not comfortable letting other people know that. I made the mistake of telling people, and then I was told, "Hey, that's not cool." So now when situations like that come up, I go, you know, that's not really for me to say. You can talk to them about it. And I think you've heard me say that too a lot of times, where it's like, it's not my story to tell.
It's not for you to say.
It's not for me to say. Like, even though I know the truth, that's me. I'm not lying to you. I'm saying it wouldn't be right if I told you. And I wouldn't tell you unless I thought it was, like, of the utmost importance. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you wouldn't just say, like, let's say,
if you were like,
is this person, like, gay? And
sure.
you're just like, no.
I wouldn't lie about it. I'd be like, you should talk to them about it. Because
that implies a yes or some other option.
No, that implies it's not for me to say.
That's pretty sus.
It's just not for me to say. Do I know the truth? Sure, but I was told like, and you know they're right. It's not cool for me to say. It's not cool for me to say other people's business, especially when it's something personal and like when someone trusts you with that. Right? That's kind of fucked up. So I learned the hard way to be like, you know what? Like, as much as I want to tell you this juicy gossip.
The hot goss.
As much as I want to spill this fucking tea, sis,
piping.
I'm not going to, because at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with me. It doesn't bother me one way or the other, what they are or who they are or any of those things.
You're also not one of those individuals who thrives on like drama.
No, and you know
that helps a lot.
Yeah, and there are people. I fucking hate drama, bro. You know me. I'm
you
like,
don't like reality TV.
No, dude. I'm like, let's cook burgers, drink beer, and watch TV. Like, I'm so simple.
Gotta catch up on Boruto.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking watch some anime after this, and like, this is life. Like, life is good. You know, like I'm happy.
Yeah, pretty good so far.
But like a lot of people need drama, and I guess it's like this is my downfall. I feel better than everybody. You know, like I have an arrogance complex. I got a lot of complexes, but like I feel like smarter, funnier, this and that. Like I feel like I'm like,
that's your ego.
Yeah, I got a bad ego, right? To where it's like,
same.
I'm like, you know, you guys are stupid. You stay over there, I'll stay over here, and I'm happy over here.
In your lane.
So it's like when I see people who thrive on gossip, I'm like, you guys are losers. But it's also at the same time like, if that's who you are, like that's who you are. I just want to be left alone. Like I'm very happy in a small group, a social, you know, like I want to be with a few friends at any given time, drinking beer, doing something simple like playing pinball at a bar. Like that's my life. And I know it sounds weird because like for me for a long time I was like, I'm just a fucking weirdo playing pinball in a bar. But at the end of the day, fuck it. Like I'm there to have
that weirdo playing pinball in the bar.
Fuck it. I'm there to have a good time. I'm not bothering anybody.
Who cares what other people think?
Unless you really hate pinball. And in that case, go to a different bar. Like they provide a pinball table for me to play.
Flex A Fox wants to know, what is a perfect crime? What is your perfect
You've
crime?
got great questions. I'll tell you the perfect crime.
Also, really quick,
the crime I got away with.
Before you get into that, I just want to cut you off really quick.
Yeah.
Flex Tape Fox, did you come to this channel because of Wubby? Because he gave a shout out?
Yeah, that's actually super important for us to know. If you could please answer that.
It's not important. I want to know just based on the time you followed the channel. So you can go ahead and tell your story.
All right.
And if that is the reason, that's super fucking cool, and I appreciate you, dude.
And thanks for hanging out for so fucking long, bro. You're so chill. If you're 21, hope you're drinking a beer and having a good time. If you're under 18, well then,
life advice, I guess.
You know, don't tell us, because then I'll have to ask you to leave. But you're super cool.
You can stay.
You can stay. I don't care. But don't report us, I guess. I don't know how that works. Anyway.
Your perfect crime.
My perfect crime. Here's the crime I got away with. And I'm not proud of it, but this is the truth, and I'm coming clean. For the first time for you.
Dealing.
When I was 16, I worked at McDonald's. I said that earlier.
Yes.
And do you remember the playpen? Play area?
Yeah.
Do you remember when the lights burnt out?
No.
One day those lights burnt out, and those bulbs are super hard to come by.
They sent you to the
They're super expensive. And they sent me to Home Depot to pick some up. And there's like 4 big ass light bulbs the size of these microphones, honestly. So like, you know, pretty good sized light bulbs.
7 inches long.
Pretty good sized light bulbs. And they send me there and they give me like $70 for 4 light bulbs. Really expensive light bulbs. And I buy the 4 light bulbs. I come back to the store. I install the light bulbs. And then I have the receipt. And then when I bought the light bulbs, the guy at Home Depot was like, hey, just so you know, a lot of people have issues with these light bulbs. So keep the receipt, and if you have to return it because these go bad all the time. And I'm like,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I've told you this story, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't keep very many secrets. Like, if you guys want to know, I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So I installed the light bulbs, and my manager at the time who helped me, I told him that. And I was like, hold on to the receipt, because the guy told me that the light bulbs go out a lot. And he's looking at the box, and he's looking at the light bulb we just uninstalled that is 100% burnt out. Like, if you looked at it with half a brain, you'd be like, that light bulb is an old light bulb, it's burnt out. He puts the light bulb in the box, seals it up, does it for the remaining 3 light bulbs, hands me them, and goes, go back to Home Depot and return them. And I go, what? And he's like, well, they said they go bad all the time, right? He said, say you turn on the lights and say they just blew out.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And he's like, go get our money back and come back, give me the 70. He's like it was like $75. He's like, take the receipt, tell him you plugged it in, turned it on, tell him it blew the light bulbs, and you just want your money back. So I did. I drove my ass right back to the Home Depot, and I waited for like 20 minutes. I was like, hey, I had to play it so cool. I was like, hey, I was just here. I got these light bulbs. I plugged them in. They blew, and I was like, I know the last 4 you guys had in stock today, so like, I don't really want store credit. Can I just get my money back? And I waited there. The lady at the customer service was like, yeah, don't worry, I'll be right back. Let me get a manager or whatever. And I waited for like 10, 20 minutes. And then eventually she came back and she's like, hey, so everyone's just super busy. Let me just go ahead and refund you. And I was like, cool, thanks. And she's like, I don't have a password. So she just opened it up with a key, took my receipt, gave me the cash of $75 back, handed me the $75, and I was on my way. And I was like, holy shit, that worked. And it occurred to me driving back, I could keep the money and they wouldn't find out. So I was like, it's kind of like I called it a catch-22, but that's completely the wrong way to.
I mean, they would find out if you don't come back with the light bulbs.
Yeah, no, but that's what I was saying. Like, well, that's the thing is like I realized. Let me finish the story.
Dumbass kid.
Hang on, we'll get there.
It's okay. I just flex tape. I just wanted to know, just in case.
Was it yeah?
You said not from the stream.
Oh, for sure. Anyway, what happened was I go back and my manager comes up and he goes, wanting the money, and I have my hand in my pocket gripping like the fattest stack of money. It was all like fives. They paid me in $5 bills from this drawer. So I had a fat fucking stack of cash. And my manager was just like, give me the money. And I immediately broke down. And this is where I lied. I was like, don't ever send me back there. Like, I don't know how I did it, but I played my hand, you know. I was like, don't ever send me back there. And he's like, why? And I was like, they just fucking embarrassed me, bro. Like, I led my dick off, basically. I was like, they opened them, they took one look at them, and they knew they were burnt out. They took my receipt, they took the bulbs, and they told me to get the fuck out of the store.
Nice.
I was like, I was humiliated. And he's like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah.
Jose's also a fucking dumbass.
Yeah. Well, you're smart because it worked, but I was like, I was humiliated. Don't ever send me back. I was like, I'm never doing anything like this for you guys again. I was humiliated. And then he's like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, you're right. Like, that was wrong. Like, I should never. I should never have asked you to do that. And I was like, cool. And it was like, because I had driven to and from, it was like the last hour of my shift. I was free to go home. He's like, all right, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Just go home. Like, I'll see you tomorrow. And I was like, all right, bye. And I left the store, bro. And I was like, I got away with it. Like,
was $75?
Because here's the thing. Like, I did that. And that's the thing. This is when my principle kicked in. I did lie. I did a bad thing. But I did a bad thing because he did a bad thing and he didn't deserve the extra $75.
Bad doesn't cancel bad, homie.
It doesn't. I did a bad thing. 100% I did a bad thing.
That's double bad.
I did. I put more evil into the world. But at the end of the day, that moment where he goes, I should have never asked you to do that, I hope that sticks with him to where next time he tries to, it probably won't, but next time he tries to pull it over, like, maybe he'll think twice or whatever. Like, I felt like a vigilante at that point. I was like, I did a bad thing. Granted, like, the money was stolen. Mm-hmm. No doubt. But I used it for college books. So I bought the books I needed for my English class. So I didn't just squander it on, like, drugs or alcohol or whatever.
You Robin Hooded that shit.
I 100% invested it in myself.
Stole from the rich and gave to the poor.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And that's how I justified it. I know it. At the end of the day, I know it was a wrong thing. It was very wrong. It's something I would never do again. But at the end of the day, it's like, that's how I justified it. And then I didn't give it to McDonald's, right? Because McDonald's effectively was trying to steal from Home Depot at that point.
Fuck the corporation.
And those corporations make enough money to where,
especially McDonald's,
to where I can steal $75 from them and be okay. And like I said, I put it towards college textbooks because those motherfuckers are expensive. College textbooks are expensive as fuck. So, as guilty as I felt, I got over it pretty quick. And then, like, my girlfriend at the time took me to Home Depot to get, like, flowers. There was, like, a gardening section there and everything. And, like, I was panicking the whole time. I was sweating bullets. I was like, they're going to recognize me. They're going to, I got, like, the worst paranoia and anxiety I've ever had. And I was like, they're going to fucking come find me and take me to jail and all this shit. And, I felt guilty. I got away with it. And, like, they probably wouldn't chase me over $75 anyway. But, like, at the end of the day, it's like my guilt was at an all-time high and there was no way to justify it. But that's the perfect crime, is, like, being like a con man almost. Like, I was like, but to both parties. Like, I was the middleman. I played both sides. And that's the perfect crime. The perfect crime is when you're the middleman and there's people wanting you're the double agent. There's people wanting you to get money from on both sides and you benefit and they don't. Mm-hmm. That's the perfect crime. That's my confession. And don't steal money. Don't steal. Don't try to be a piece of shit.
Unless, really quick, I want to give a figure. In 2018, McDonald's was valued at $130 billion.
But who knows? If they had an extra $75, they could be $131 billion. Maybe they were only $75 short.
No.
Maybe they were. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
130.36. So no.
That's the perfect crime. The perfect crime is doing all that. Like, it was bad. It was stealing, theft. But it was reinvested into my college textbooks. I didn't pay the money to McDonald's, who didn't need the money, and at the end of the day, Home Depot still had the product that they could label as faulty and say they got their money back. So everyone kind of broke even. I benefited way more, but at the end of the day, it's something that it was a sticky situation. I tried capitalizing on. I did. I got away with it. I'm not proud of it, but that's the perfect crime. And the perfect crime is being the middleman. The perfect crime is being a con man. The perfect crime is being cool as a cucumber, letting the world burn around you and making a profit.
Flex Tape Fox wants to know what's the most psychotic thing I've ever done.
Oh. Bro.
I wouldn't say slicing our fingers in tandem to swap blood and become blood brothers. Blood brothers is psychotic. But I've always been, like, kind of just detached from emotions, and
you're very apathetic.
One example I can bring up is when I was a child ready to get going to preschool. My dad was going to take me, and I was standing on the porch, and there was a stray cat sitting there just looking at me, and I was looking at it.
Uh-oh.
And I was just like, I went through the checks and balances in my head, and it ended up yes. And I was like, kick it. And I'm like 3 to 4 years old, and I just fucking
wang this cat.
Like, just standing in front of a ball, Charlie Brown it, not running up, but just standing in front of it.
Except for you didn't miss.
Foot, boop, kick the cat. I kicked this fucking cat. It was just sitting there doing nothing, looking at me, and I'm looking at it. And I felt no remorse. And so,
you still don't.
I still don't. My dad was like, don't do that. And I was like, okay. Just like, roger that, sir. Just like I know the difference between right and wrong, right? But however, I'm still gonna have to go through these checks and balances to make sure, is this the okay thing to do? As an adult, I haven't done anything so bad, such as like kicking cats with no remorse, but I still don't feel any bad about decisions or actions I've done so far. If people when people die and everyone's sad, I'm just like, okay, cool. What now? What are we gonna do? What's the move? What are we gonna?
What's
do
the
tonight?
move?
Like, what are we doing tonight? We're getting dinner. What's up? I know everyone's grieving. I'm chilling.
But I want mashed potatoes.
You want to party? Like, what's up? So I've always just kind of been like detached. In a certain sense, something's kind of wrong with me. I'm not like the serial killer type of psychotic yet. Maybe. Who knows?
You have been accused of being like a school shootery face.
My first English class in college, my teacher said that I looked like the kind of kid who would do a Columbine, and I still say that is one of the best compliments I've ever gotten, which is kind of fucked up, but I think that's pretty cool. It's unique. It's something I've never heard before. I had my long hair at that time.
Well, and it was blonde too, right? So it was a little...
It wasn't blonde at that point, but it was... I had my long hair.
The long hair was a tip-off.
And he was like, you look like the kind of kid who would do a Columbine. And I said, deadpan to his face, I was like, thank you. Like, in the same class, I was like, thank you for that. And he was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know.
You're like, wow, you really think high of me.
Yeah, I was like, that's prestigious. That I would commit a tragic school shooting. But, you know, I've been pretty tame. I haven't really done much. I don't really do anything.
You're really to yourself. You just don't have the...
I'm playing Pokemon the last weeks.
Yeah. You just don't have, like, the capacity of, like, guilt, right? Like, you... This is the main difference between you and me.
Guilt.
The main difference between you and me is you're the cold, calculated business side. Where we read a fact earlier online before the show that some beer taps or liquor taps control the amount of alcohol going into...
They're electronic. The pour spouts, so you get the perfect amount of pour each time.
It's automated, right? And as a consumer and a regular, bar patron, I'm like, that's fucked up. Like, I'm not getting my full, potential beer, full potential drink.
But you can regulate inventory and count and save so much money with that.
But this dude looks at the number side of it and he's like, oh my God, it's so perfect and balanced. It's like, it's beautiful. It's everything. It's automation to its finest. And it's
I want those.
It's exactly, neat and everything's great.
It's the best way to calculate your liquor cost if you run that kind of business.
And I'm just like...
Yeah, I'm in the process of growing it out right now. I'm working on it.
Your hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
He asked about it.
Growing it back out?
He or she, I don't know. Yeah, I'm working on it.
They.
Yeah.
The one time you have to use pronouns when you don't know.
Or just say Flex Tape Fox. Yeah, I'm working on it.
Fox. If you go back to a few other podcasts, he's got pictures of him with the long blonde hair.
It's there. On our website, there's the socials. I have archived photos of me with longer hair. You can see me blonde. You see me without a shirt, covered in blood.
Yeah.
There's variety there.
It's a diverse portfolio, to say the least.
But yeah, I'm working out on growing my hair again. Not super long, but to like a certain point where I thought it was perfect.
Are you doing like shoulders? Because it used to be pretty long.
As long as in the video I showed on my Instagram where I was on a boat.
I'm on a boat.
I'm on a fucking boat right now.
Boat.
Where it's like, it's like just to the tops of my shoulders.
Yeah. Did you have to like straighten it and shit too?
I never straightened my hair.
That's so crazy.
I straightened my hair once in high school because I don't know if you know her name, but Valerie Sarkis.
She had a sister, right?
I think so. She played basketball.
I know her sister.
She played basketball. That was like she was like, you should straighten your hair, and I was like, I don't know how to do that. She was like, I'll do it for you, and I was like, okay. This day, she was like, yeah. She didn't do it, of course, so I had to do it at home by myself with my mom, So my mom straightened my hair, and I was like as emo as you could be, and I hated it.
It's the Arizona thing.
Because my hair would just stay by itself, but as it straightened, it falls in your face, so you have to keep pushing it out or fucking crank your neck and be sideways. So I will never straighten my hair ever again.
No, but you will grow it back out.
I will grow it out.
Fuck yeah.
It's a lot easier to manage.
Cool, man.
As opposed to straightening it.
Yeah. Are we all out of beer? Are we
Out of Kilt Lifter, yeah.
Okay.
I can give you a Space Danger if you want.
Okay. I mean, do you want to keep going? Because I feel like
We are at 2 hours, but I don't want to let Flex.
I don't want to leave Flex Tape either, bro. He's the homie.
On average,
They the homie.
our shows run an hour long. So
Usually, but you're super cool, so we're just fucking
we're
chilling.
double that. If you have anything else like you want to know about us, go ahead and ask.
Yeah, go on and ask.
We'll answer a couple more questions before we head out for the evening.
Yeah, we usually wrap it up a little sooner.
We'll also be back on Monday. We do this Mondays and Wednesdays.
We do it every Monday and Wednesday, and if you miss the show, you can catch it Tuesdays and Thursdays wherever you get your podcasts or YouTube or our website, twodudesdrinking.beer.
We should do like a live exclusive day.
What do you mean?
Just like another day
Only
it's just live. We don't post it anywhere.
If you want.
Just a live show.
And then episode 100, we have a lot of special gifts coming.
Oh, God. I'm still not prepared for that.
A lot of special gifts coming.
Like nothing. Episode 80, we're doing drunk history. Have you done any research?
Ulysses S. Grant.
Have you done any research?
Born? No, I haven't done shit.
Well, that's in like 3 episodes, so.
Will you text me and remind me? Because who's your guy again?
Charles Darwin.
Charles Darwin. That should be good.
I also have a leg up on you because I've done like 4 reports on him in my entire school career.
The idea is just to get drunk and just
Tell history.
Tell the story, you know?
Yep.
And that episode, we're getting drunk. Like, we're going to be obliterated probably before we even start. It's probably going to be a shorter episode because of just how drunk we are.
We can make that in an hour.
Yeah, we can make that in an hour for sure. But, yeah, we're going to try, because what they do in Drunk History, it's like a short 10-minute segment, get obliterated and just kind of ramble on whatever you learned. We're going to try and stay as true to that form as we can.
Flex Day Fox wants to know what business you would go into. I'd say you'd go into music.
Burn, thanks for letting me speak for myself.
Oh, I'm going to answer that question myself, too,
All
so
right.
I'm going first. I just assumed what you would go into.
Fine.
I just want to work in a stable 9 to 5 in a cubicle. I don't care what industry, as long. Damn.
I don't know. That fridge is.
As long as.
It's because we're plugged into the other outlet, huh?
I don't know. That is a sensitive outlet. As long as so what I want to do is I want to do anything with spreadsheets. I love spreadsheets. I love calculations like that. I'm not an accountant.
He wants to learn how to automate alcohol.
I'm not an accountant. I'm taking accounting classes and I fucking hate learning it online. It sucks dick. I don't like it. However, I love crunching numbers. I love statistics. I hated statistics.
Finding the
math
meta.
class. I like efficiency. I want to work for some corporation. I had the opportunity, but they closed, and I'm happy I didn't take that, or I'm happy it wasn't offered at the same time. I didn't take it. It wasn't offered to me. Two-way street. But now I'm working at Target, and if I could rise the ranks at Target, whether it be in store or corporate, that'd be fantastic.
I would absolutely say the music industry.
Okay, asshole. Go fuck yourself. Fuck out of here.
I just like speaking for myself, okay?
No, don't say I'm wrong.
If not, it'd be for sure anything with arts, like movies. I'd say, like, I'd probably be a writer if I wasn't doing music, because
Entertainment.
Yeah, something in the entertainment or the art industry. It's just what I know, what I love, like, very passionate about creation. That's it.
Well, cool. I mean, Flex Tape, if you got anything else you want to know about us, go ahead and ask it now. Otherwise, we're gonna head out.
Yeah, but we do this every Monday, Wednesday.
We'll be here on Wednesday, definitely for sure.
And then every Tuesday, Thursday, if you miss the show.
It'll be live on YouTube, youtube.com.
So there's plenty of content for you to go check out.
Because I don't have a custom URL because we're not that cool yet. But if you just search 2 Dudes Drinking Beer, 2DDB, 2DDB brings up like weird industrial shit, so two dudes drinking beer. But that exists. I'll give you a few minutes just in case delays or thoughts come across. But if not, we will end the show. Thank you to anyone who's been here so far.
Yeah,
Jimmy was here earlier. They dropped a follow. That's cool. I don't know if you're still here, Jimmy. If you are, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. In the meantime, thank you to our sponsor, Jack Jaw, Manifest the Jaw
Of
Attraction. And you can also get those in the link down below or in our website. Thank you for Flex Tape Fox for kicking it with us.
Just hanging out.
For
the real one.
Because this is what it is. This is what I said the show would have to be from the beginning, right? It's just kicking it, drinking beer.
Interaction.
I just want to be hanging out with people. And
the broadcast.
And you really made that possible today. So thank you. And, I wish you well. And I hope to see you again, man. Or manette. Or however you identify.
Dude. Everyone's a dude.
Bro.
Here.
Everyone's a bro. You're a dude. I'm a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes, dude.
All of our followers are the dudes.
The dudes. Yeah. That's it. The dudes.
Thank you for joining the dudes.
Thanks for joining the man cave.
The dudes.
The dudes.
Oh, not a man cave.
Dudes.
Dude. How do you feel?
Dude, how do you feel? What?
Sicko mode plays in the background.
All right. Well, it seems like everyone's gone their own ways.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here so much. Catch us here again on Wednesday if you're watching this live. Or if you're watching this on YouTube like a fucking schmuck, go to twitch.tv/2dudes-drinking-beer to catch us live on Wednesday.
His name is Josh. My name is Alec. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Goodbye.